Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be on Nancy Grace. She done some work in the justice system as well, and what prompted her to do so was because her ex-fiance was murdered while she was really young, while they were both young, and that caused her to kind of step in that line of work of helping victims who were victims of crime. I just recently heard of her when she stepped on the Nolan Wells case. And to be honest with y'all, I don't know if I'm going to do a reading on that. I think that there's already readings being done. Enough readings being done on Nolan Wells. And I don't know. I just don't feel called to hop on the bandwagon just yet. I recently just was called to hop on the bandwagon with Celeste, which is another big true crime case that's going on right now. What is Nancy Grace? What is Nancy Grace's currently? What is Nancy Grace's currently? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. You know, movement. She's on the go. She feels very inspired. Very motivated, I should say. To do a lot. I think she feels like she's in a bind. I think she feels not trapped. It's more so like, I don't know, maybe it is trapped. Maybe it is a trapped feeling, but she feels like she's in a bind with the Eight of Swords here. You know, the Eight of Swords could talk about feeling trapped. And negative thoughts even. Y'all, I think she's going through a midlife crisis. And this is the classic energy of trying to ignore it and push through it. I think that she is I don't think she's satisfied with her life. I think that she's bored. She's bored. She's like, what's next? You know, it's like a bird, you know, feeling caged. You know, she's like, I want something new. I want something different. Like, I want something to change. Like, I'm tired of the same old, like, is given that. And she's like, it's at a weird standstill of like, what's next? Mixed with, like, what makes sense for me? Is she single? This could be involving love with the King of Swords here, but she feels like, I don't know, she just feels like her time is running out. She feels like, I'm not getting any younger, like, what's next? And she might be battling health issues, y'all. There might be some health issues going on. Maybe cancer. Ovarian cancer, I think, is what I just heard. Ovarian cancer. Yeah, she might be battling with some health issues, and you know, she's just like, it's weird. It's like she's in this place of, I want something different, I want something new, I want something fresh, and that kind of drives her to just go, you know, like always be on the go. Always, you know, I don't know, this health issue here, or just this feeling of running out of time and these, you know, negative thoughts and feeling trapped, it kind of makes her just go harder. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, I just feel like she's going through like some sort of midlife crisis, and she's trying to push through that any way that she knows how, and that's distraction, illusions, you know, go. You get what I'm saying? How is Nancy Grace's influence evolving in the media of true crime space? How is Nancy Grace's influence evolving in the media of true crime space? The Passion. I mean, authority, noticing patterns. We have a helping hand. Well, I think that I did read online that she has a fiery delivery, and I think that people could feel her passion for, you know, her true crime niche. You know, I think people could feel that she's very passionate about these things, and also she be putting together pieces that people don't even notice before, with the noticing patterns here. Also, you know, I was thinking about this too. There's a thing here of her being able to use her whiteness to bring awareness to certain issues. Some people are looking at it from that perspective. As well as they feel like she has like some sort of legal power with the authority here. And this kind of well, it doesn't resemble her exactly, but it's like, you know, this is Principal Weems. Principal Weems in the show Wednesday, she was the principal of Nevermore, and she was a hard ass. She was a hard ass. She was strict. She was very much so by the book, and she was always on Wednesday's ass, right? Because Wednesday was always getting into some shit. And Principal Weems, she was very concerned about preserving Nevermore's reputation, because they were already considered outcasts. They were already considered weirdos in the town, and she was trying to, you know, keep them from being excluded from everyone else. I honestly feel like people feel like, you know, she brings structure to the true crime space that she don't play, basically, that she don't play, and that they feel like she be on to something, you know. Are her intentions pure? Are Nancy Grace's intentions pure when she talks about true crime stories? We have the Hermit. We have the Fool. I will say that she doesn't really talk about anything that she's not very passionate about. I do think that these cases make her sad. I do think that they bring sadness, as well as I do think that she does work with the team. Now, you know what's so crazy is I feel like because her work is so polished, people feel like she tries to capitalize off of these things. And we have two Hermit cards here, or I think it's the Moon. I think that's the Moon, and then this is the Moon, and then this is the Hermit card. Do I think that her intentions are pure? Yes, I do. I do. But like I said, she has a team. And I think that her team has an influence on her as well in some way, shape, or form about what she should talk about. And it's like a group effort, you know? I do feel like they plan things out like ahead of time. And she has a say on what she'll talk about and what she won't talk about, what she's willing to touch and what she's not willing to touch. And I think mostly it has to do with children is what she's mostly not willing to touch. It's like up or down. It's like 50-50. Like, I don't think she likes to talk about children, cases involving children, and I don't blame her. I don't like to hear about children either. I don't like to read on children. Girl, I don't blame you. Her intentions are pure. I will say that me reading her energy, she's pretty easy to read. Second of all, when I do read her energy, I actually feel something, whereas I've discussed this before on the channel. With other celebrities, other public figures, I don't really feel much of anything. It's very rare that I actually feel something when I'm talking about a celebrity. I could name a few, but honestly, I can't think of all of them at the top of my head. But one person that I could actually feel feelings is Ariana Grande, and Nancy, and I think T.S. Madison, somebody else, but yeah. And also, you know, I'm confident in saying that Nancy still has her soul. Nancy still has her soul. But you know, I will say there could be a sense of being desensitized, but that could go for anybody who consumes true crime content, and even people who even talk about it. What role does Nancy Grace need to hear? We have the Light. Then we have the Prophet. Then we have Spring. Okay, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna read from the book because I don't use this deck often. Okay, the Light. The goddess of the day holds her arms up to the light of the sun. She gives reverence to the light sustaining rays, which bring heat and light. The sun sets the world ablaze, illuminating every part and every corner. Nothing escapes the fire. She brings happiness and illumination to the land. Wake up, it's time to get to work. Begin putting your desires into motion. You can achieve anything you set your heart to in this light. You might feel exposed by the brightness. It is all right. Let the anxiety pass. You have got this. Everything is as it should be. Give in to the desire of the light and grow, meaning praise the day. Know you are on the right path. And then we have Prophet. Humanity has always been drawn in by symbols. They stick with us, creating a language of their own. Beware of high tide. Skip the 13th floor. Toss salt over your shoulder. The prophet knows the value of these signs. They appear subtle, whispering small curses and boons to those who listen. The prophet knows where to look for these signs, both in the external and internal worlds. She befriends the snake. She takes on an otherworldly air. She has a pearl of profound wisdom from which you can learn when you are ready to ask and receive. Meanings: follow the signs you are receiving. Listen to the voices inside of you. And then we have the spring. A red-headed maiden sits at the edge of the sacred waters. She leans forward, seeking out images and answers from the surface of the pool. She has a desire to belong, to fit in with her kin. Stars stretch across the sky behind her, illuminating the darkness. The light enables her to see clearly and to follow the path. Each star is a gift of hope, a promise that a better future will come, no matter what. Many waterfalls and springs flow around the maiden. Water is a healing symbol, as the springs bring life-sustaining nutrients to every living creature, both sick and healthy. Allow water to cure you, release your emotions and anxieties. Okay, so what I get from this, y'all, is that she's on the right path. She is a light worker. This work that she's doing was actually meant for her to do. And, you know, what led her down this path was also meant to happen because it led her down the path, right? So her covering true crime, her, you know, being in this space was meant to happen because she's a light worker. And also, you know, Spirit is also urging her to, and, you know, she's a prophet, you know, when she speaks, you know, I mean, Spirit is saying that she's not always too far off when it comes to these, the claims that she makes in her videos or whatever she does. I don't know if she's on TV or I don't know, but her videos or her essays, her video essays. The thing is, though, she has a strong intuition with all this purple here. And I guess people don't really necessarily say that she you know, kind of reaches, because I think that she mixes her intuition with and she kind of, you know, kind of ties, you know, the evidence or the patterns, if you will, and kind of, you know, uses whatever to kind of validate what she feels. And I guess that's where the kind of the friction begins. But Spirit is saying that she's not too far off. It's just we live in a society where everybody wants proof, and when it comes to her, I think that she is very intuitive, and she kind of mixes that with her logic, and also, you know, she's not afraid of the darkness either. With the snake card here, she has a good balance here of dark and light. My last question is, what does I don't know, what does the universe want Grace to focus on in this chapter of her life? We have Dirty Offer. What does the universe want Grace to focus on during this chapter of her life? We have Giving Money. Y'all, marrying for money. I think that divination abuser. Okay. Well, I think that Spirit wants her to, I feel like she has trust issues. And she might, you know, be a little bit conservative when it comes to like seeking like therapists and things like that. She might be holding a grudge, or she might have trouble with letting things go when it comes to anything. And Spirit wants her to kind of let things go, and specifically get help. Don't try to actually do it herself. And we were just talking about a bird earlier. You see that? Spirit is saying that she's stuck because, well, actually, being stuck, her feeling stuck is an illusion. Spirit is saying that she's not stuck. It's more so just somebody might be doing work on her, or witchcraft on her, and candle work on her, and you know, y'all, and I usually don't make these claims, but I'm seeing it in the cards, okay? So somebody might actually be doing work on her, and that's what's causing her this illusion of feeling stuck. Also, I do think that she does have health issues going on, and Spirit is urging her to give up her money, to not hoard her money, to put it somewhere, to, I don't know, donate to charities, feed the homeless, start a nonprofit or something. Spirit wants her to give away her money. And you know how like you could be like too overly trusting, but then the people that you really need to side eye are the people that you already trust. It's giving that. It's giving that a little bit. Also, I think that she needs to also help women heal. I don't think her mission is done yet. I think that spirit wants her to do like marriage counseling or something, or even like help widows, even be widows' emotional support. That's what spirit wants her to do. Yeah, and also just like give away her money. Give away some of her money. Excuse me. But yeah, I do see that somebody is doing the magic on her. Yeah, I see somebody's doing candle work. Look at that. There's a candle right here, and then there's a candle lit right here. Ciao. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this person doing candle work on her? Hustling. I think that I don't even think it's someone that she knows. Like, actually, it is someone that she knows, but it's like I don't think she's in contact with this person. I don't think she's in contact with this person. I think that she let this person go, and this person might be a Jesus freak. Like they might be religious, or they might like be preachy in that way. This person's weird. And this person is like it's giving obsessive. Y'all ever seen that movie Meet the Robinsons? I love that movie. Like I watched it this morning. And you know how like Goob, or Michael, he was so obsessed with Robinson because Robinson was an inventor, right? And he kept Goob up all night while he was working on his inventions, you know, his time machine, because he was trying to find his mom because he was an orphan. And Goob and Robinson, they were both orphans and they were trying to get adopted. Goob played baseball, and Goob was Robinson's roommate, and Goob missed the winning pitch because he fell asleep while he was playing the game, right? While he was on the field. And they beat him up, and then Robinson went off and lived his life, and became a famous inventor, and Goob basically spent the rest of his life holding a grudge against Robinson and trying to steal his invention so Goob could, you know, be the famous inventor instead, right? Because he was holding a grudge. It's given that. It's given whoever this person is Goob, and Nancy is Robinson, y'all. It's given that. I'm gonna leave this reading here, y'all, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.